Our World Cup coverage is brought to you by BetChris. Being one step away from the World Cup semifinals is without a doubt extra motivation for any team. And this Saturday, we're in for a treat as Argentina goes up against Belgium for their quarterfinals match in Brasília's National Stadium in Brazil. Despite Argentina's vast World Cup experience, odds are only slightly favoring them to win this match against the Belgians, which kind of makes sense considering the gameplay level displayed throughout the World Cup by both teams. In Argentina's case, this could be a very dangerous game for them, as we have to take into account the fact that they really didn't shine in any of their past matches. Their group stage rivals all seem to be much weaker teams on paper, but after the poor gameplay that we saw from the Argentinians in those games against Bosnia, Iran, and Nigeria, and then the troubles that they had against the stronger Swiss team in the round of 16, we think that they could very well miss out on the next stage if they continue to play at this level. Now, I'm not saying that Belgium is a lot better than Argentina, but in their group stage matches, they didn't seem to have that many problems. As they beat the Algerians 2-1, they struggled somewhat to beat the Russians 1-0, and then they finally beat the South Koreans 1-0 with only 10 men on the pitch. Their round of 16 match was against Team USA that was much more exciting. The game went to extra time, and in the end, the Belgians won the match with a very disputed 2-1 score. These teams have played each other a total of 4 times since 1928, with 3 victories for the South Americans and 1 for the Belgians. 2 out of those 4 games took place in past World Cup presentations. The first one was back in 1982 for the group stage matches, where the Belgians won thanks to the only goal for the game from Van den Berg. Then, 4 years later in Mexico 1986 for the semifinals match, where the Argentinians won thanks to 2 goals from Diego Armando Maradona. So in the end, I'm sure that the Argentinians are pretty much going to struggle against the Belgians, who could easily crush Leo Messi's dreams of winning the World Cup. So instead of picking a winner for this game, I'd actually recommend a play on the prop. The Belgians would be the first team to score with plus 150 odds at bet365.com. All we need for this bet to cover is for the Belgians to score a goal in the first 90 minutes of regulation time, before the Argentinians, of course, which seems very probable considering the Argentinians' very shaky defense and the fact that they will have to try and score against the Belgians' goalkeeper Courtois. Thanks for joining us today, and we will be back with more World Cup coverage very soon. Till then, stay tuned by subscribing to our channel, and that way, you won't miss a single day of action. For SportsbookReview.com, this is Dax Floyd.